have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
Outrage and activism. Thousands of people descend on a small Louisiana town to protest what they call racial injustice. Demonstrations took place nationwide, including here in Los Angeles. Hello, thank you for joining us. I'm Ellen Leyva.
I'm David Ona. This is Eyewitness News at 4 o'clock. Huge crowds overwhelmed the tiny town of Gina, Louisiana today, showing support for 6 black teens accused of beating a white schoolmate. Thousands arrived by bus from across the country, chanting in unison, shouldering children and signs. The case begins with this tree. White boys hung 3 nooses from the tree after black students sat under it. Racial tensions simmered at the school, coming to a head with the schoolyard beating of a white boy. 6 black students were arrested and initially faced charges of attempted murder. The white students who hung the nooses were not prosecuted.
Even for the volatile city politics of New Orleans, this was no regular city council meeting. It got wild on the inside.
Walk him out this way.
And wild on the outside, with as many as 200 protesters furious they couldn't get in. Police fired pepper spray and used stun guns. In all, 15 people were arrested, mostly for disturbing the peace. It was all an emotional buildup from a housing crisis created by Hurricane Katrina. The city council was deciding whether to demolish 4 public housing developments, more than 4,500 units. In their place, HUD, the Federal Department of Housing and Urban Development, and the city will subsidize new mixed-income housing. Some residents and protesters argued the demolition will essentially kick out the poor and replace blacks with whites.
It's a race issue because the public housing developments were 100% black. And these are the people who are not being allowed to return to the city.
He's feared. He's revered. Sheriff Joe Arpaio of Maricopa County says if the federal government and Phoenix police won't enforce immigration laws, he will.
We are enforcing the state law, we are enforcing the federal law, and we're going to keep doing it regardless of lawsuits against me, critics, picketing, showing my signs in front of this furniture store, calling me a KKK, a Nazi.
For the past several weeks, protests have been erupting in an unlikely place every Saturday, outside this furniture store.
Sheriff, go home!
Protests drawing Hispanic families, Minutemen, even mariachi musicians.
They call us racist because we don't like illegal aliens. I keep asking them, what race is illegal alien? It's a law thing, it's not a race thing.
It all started when the furniture store owner made a move to drive Hispanic day laborers away from his business.
Negotiating with potential employers in our parking lots and getting picked up and waving people down.
Mike Sensing hired Arpaio's off-duty deputies for security, and Arpaio sent in extra neighborhood patrols.
We are patrolling, and if there's anybody violating the immigration laws, we arrest them.
His deputies' traffic stops resulted in 60 arrests for immigration violations. The sheriff's tough tactics fueled the protests.
Give me my ticket and that's it. Why you ask me if I'm legal just because I look Mexican? Yes, I'm Mexican, but I'm legal in this country.
I don't think it envisioned for a private individual to be hiring off-duty officers to actually intimidate a whole neighborhood and basically racial profile an entire community.
As tense as the debate is right now, it's expected to become even more heated come January 1st.
January 1st! Hasta la vista, baby!
That's when a new law takes effect here, allowing the state of Arizona and Sheriff Arpaio to punish businesses that knowingly hire undocumented workers. Also expected in the new year,
public meeting is a sham!
A decision on whether Phoenix's police department, which is separate from Sheriff Arpaio's department, should also be given more authority to crack down on illegal immigrants.
I've lost some support, possibly, with the Hispanic community. That's okay. When you're 80% in the polls, you can take a 3% hit.
So Sheriff Arpaio says his deputies will keep rolling into neighborhoods, regardless of whatever protests come their way. Cara Finstrom for CNN, Phoenix.
I am absolutely in favor of civil unions with full equality of benefits, rights, and privileges.
Barack Obama was also non-committal on same-sex marriage, but he did say
federal rights, the over 1,100 rights that right now are not being given to same-sex couples, I think that's unacceptable. And as President of the United States, I'm going to fight hard to make sure that those rights are available.
John Edwards says his concern is helping our children adapt.
The kids who go to public schools need to understand why same-sex couples are the parents of some of the children. They need to understand that these are American families.
It is the first time gay rights have been brought to the forefront through a televised candidates forum. Tonight's forum aired on Logo TV. That's a gay-oriented cable channel. They extended the same invitation to the Republican presidential candidates for a second forum on gay issues, but GOP frontrunners showed no interest.